Hello there, welcome to my views on news. Firstly, another bad news for Ethiopian economy. That is what I'm getting. People say, Sajid, you share only disappointing news about economic situation, but that is what is happening. Secondly, uh, ethnic violence in Oromia is on the rise since the collapse of talks between the Ola and the government. Talks collapsed yesterday. Before that, there were less incidents involving ethnic violence while talks were underway between Ola and government. Now, two incidents involving ethnic violence, religious violence as well in the past few days. Three rather. Uh, Thirdly, Tigray-Eritrea border or Ethiopia-Eritrea border undemarcated, tensions continuing, people being abducted. Tigray authorities claim that the civilians are being abducted by Eritrean military in border. Let's start with a new story about Ethiopian economy. An international credit capability rating agency has downgraded Ethiopian credit uh, ratings, and Ethiopian credit ratings have been downgraded twice in almost a month. Ethiopia was downgraded from triple C to double C a few weeks ago. Now uh, its new grading stands at C, and the C could turn into RD. Below C, there is RD. RD means default. The capability was downgraded because of the government's uh, failure to pay 33 million US dollar interest on euro bonds. Though talks are underway, Ethiopia has a 14-day grace period, and finance ministry officials are in talks with the other party so that Ethiopia can pay 33 million US dollars or it can get some relief. But crediting agencies are downgrading Ethiopian ability to pay debt. Uh, it means that government is facing problems while the finance ministry officials say that it was purely a mistake, a misunderstanding. That is why Ethiopia could not pay 33 million US dollars to US dollars on a euro bond. But everyone knows that crunch of the shortage of foreign exchange reserves is being faced by the government. We have confirmed that at a parliament session a few days ago. Uh, while Ethiopia has not defaulted on all its international payments, still it's a bad sign for Ethiopian future financial transactions if its credit ratings are downgraded, because it would be difficult for Ethiopia to get new contracts, new investments, and to reach new agreements with financial institutions. So economic crisis continuing for Ethiopia. Secondly, was ethnic violence, incidents involving ethnic violence on the rise since talks collapsed between the Ola and the government. By the way, we must not forget that whenever ethnic violence happened in Oromia, it was blamed on Ola, and Ola always denied that. Then the Hangas Ibrahim like people, they have been uncovering some facts, saying that government was using militias, government-backed militias, to spread ethnic tension, to kill people along ethnic lines and blame the Oromo Liberation Army. We don't know who is behind new incidents, but now we are hearing about new incidents involving ethnic violence in the Oromia region. Just 2 days ago in Horogodoro, Valega, Amoro, 15 people were killed in the attack. Some of the killed are Orthodox Christians. By the way, the violence is not only ethnic but also religious. A few days ago, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia issued a statement about killing of its followers in West RC. In West RC too, we saw that Oromo Liberation Army was blamed. Again, in Amoro, Horogdoro Valega, Ola is being blamed for the deaths of around 13 people. Same happened in North Shore too. I think 2 days ago there was an incident involving ethnic violence. Some Maharas were targeted there. So, could there be a conspiracy behind these incidents to implicate Ola, to accuse Ola that Ola is committing these heinous crimes, which include attacks on civilians? Difficult to say, but I am sharing only my observation that after the collapse of talks, ethnic religious violence in Oromia has increased. We could see more rise in this violence. I think there should be proper investigation of these incidents. Thirdly, was Tigray-Eritrea border still undemarcated. That is why tensions continuing, no signs of any healthy engagement between Tigray authorities and Eritrean government, Ethiopian authorities and Eritrean government. Gulu Makeda is in eastern Tigray. It's on Tigray-Eritrea border, and the Wareda administrator was interviewed by a news source yesterday. He claimed that 26 Tigrayans have been abducted from Gulu Makeda in the last 7 days, allegedly by Eritrean military. He said 6 cabalets of the Wareda are under Eritrean control. Eritrean military is committing human rights abuses in Gulu Makeda. We hear similar reports from Erob. Reports are shared by Tigray media. Tigray media making similar claims about Erob too, that in the last few months, more than 20 people have been abducted by Eritrean military from Europe. Now, these allegations will continue. Whenever Tigray authorities level such allegations, Eritrea does not respond. I have not seen a single statement from Eritrea directly responding to these allegations leveled by Tigray authorities. Rather, in their private conversations, Eritrean officials say that they are in control of their own territories, that their military is only deployed in those areas which are part of Eritrea. And these areas were granted to Eritrea by the International Boundary Commission, which gave its verdict more than 2 decades ago. So they are not ready, they're not willing to accept that they are in occupation of Tigray territories. So how will the issue be resolved? Eritrea believes it's in control of its own territories. Tigray says that its territories are under the occupation of Eritrean military. So only solution is that there should be talks. And by the way, Tigray has been offering talks. I think Getachew and Debrecen, they offer talks, but offer talks to Eritrea, though Debrecen demanded the withdrawal of Eritrean military from territories like Badme before the start of talks. But Eritrean government is not interested in talks. PM Abiy also offered talks to Eritrean government about access to the Red Sea, and his speech created regional shockwaves. But Eritrea not responding, not showing flexibility to talk about access to sea, about border demarcation. If these issues remain unresolved, they can easily turn into bigger escalation. Today, Ethiopia is not in a position to start a big war because of internal divisions, because of economic conditions. But tomorrow, maybe Ethiopia could be in a position to launch a war, to wage a war. So that is why talks best solution. But no signs of any talks between Tigray and Eritrea, Ethiopia and Eritrea so far. Thank you for watching.